How's it going, laser Bruces? I'm Bobby Sixkilla and welcome back to Necrobarista. It is time for us to call out, to collect these words that are calling out to us from our hazy memories. I don't know what that means, but we're going to do something. These words may be the key to unlocking the mysteries of what happened in this place. Screwdriver. Definitely screwdriver. Let's go with rent. Let's go with responsibility. Let's go with hours. Let's go with producers. Let's go with blenders, obviously. Gotta be. Let's go with disgust, of course. And let's go with I don't know. Fucking genius. There we go. How does that sound? As they flutter through your mind, you focus on a few and try to remember what they mean. Food. Maddie. Producers. Melbourne. Rent. Melbourne. Genius. Ashley. Disgust. Guests. Ooh, rough. Hours. Law. Perhaps with time you may be able to cling to more of the fragments that flutter through your mind. What fragments will you choose to carry with you? What is it that you find precious? Interesting. So do we have any impact or influence on the story? Or is this completely linear? Because I honestly don't know at this stage. Can we just click on stuff? Can we interact with anything we want? Look, here's something. Lamington recipe. Ingredient. What? Food. Australia. I don't have one of these. I'm sorry. Okay, so we can... If we have the right dealies, we can interact with stuff and find out new things. Thinking about alchemy the wrong way. We're still missing that as well. That's interesting. What about this one? Crucible products. So in every single thing we're missing that thing. So I guess we can't activate anything? Because I didn't pick the right whatsits to start? Well, this is different. I can do this one. Ashley's journal. Row Battle Royale, robots, power rankings, windlass. Let's unlock it. Row Battle Royale, robots, power rankings, windlass. When I first saw the name of this bot, I thought it was styled to be like a girl who could control storms and run like a ninja, a real lass of the wind. Or maybe a girl of the elements, someone with the ability to become wind itself. If I were a windlass, I could vanish in an instant whenever Maddie appeared. She'd look around and say, "Where's Ashley?" And I would be right there, but she wouldn't notice it because I'd be one with the wind. And then, when she left, I'd fade back into the room like a ninja. This would only work outside in the rooms that are really breezy. So I'd probably set up fans in the workshop to make it real drafty. Then I looked it up online and learned that windlass is actually a fancy name for a winch used to pull anchors up, which at first made me think this bot was lame. It works by hooking its arm under enemy bots and pulling it up to flip them over. It never even tries to smash the other bots to bits or melt it with fire. But then I watched it in action and realized that flipping your enemy on their back to incapacitate them is the ultimate ninja move. Windlass moves like a master, spending the entire match trying to bait its opponent into exposing its weakness. And then, like a ninja master that knows how to jab exactly at the right pressure point on the back of the neck to make her enemy's head explode, Windlass grabs the enemy bot by one part of it that happens to be sticking out at the wrong time and flips it on its back. Note, most bots only have wheels or legs on the bottom, not on the top, so when you flip them over they're totally helpless and the match is over. To avoid this happening, make sure to put wheels on the top as well. When I make a bot like Windlass, I'm going to call it Badass, because that's what it is. I like Ashley already. She's awesome. Can I go up here? No. Ooh, Judgment 1, that's new. Do we have anything we can act... We're running out of dealies, right? Yeah, we're running out of dealies. In fact, I don't think we can activate any more stuff right now. The noise freaks me out. Alright, let's continue, I guess. Yep. We don't have what we need for the other stuff. Man, I'd love to see that. I could use a pick-me-up. I can't promise it'll be there. It's kind of inconsistent. Still though, a hallway that's only there sometimes? How do you get to the kitchen otherwise? There's another slightly longer one that we use instead. It's much less exciting, but on the upside, it's consistently there. I love telling new people about it though. The reaction's always hilarious. I definitely didn't expect to be getting enthusiastic today over a weird quantum hallway. When people start getting nervous about magic, they usually start trying to explain it using science terms to reassure themselves. Or enthusiastic at all. Actually, because as soon as I stop thinking about it, I realise I'm actually extremely messed up about this. I understand. Your life has gotten very weird very fast, conceptually speaking. Or, your unlife. I should be better at talking about this by now, shouldn't I? Oh, jeez, it's not a fun one to think about, huh? Just keep talking about the hallway so I can keep my mind off this. To be honest, I'm not sure I could even properly explain a lot of what goes on in here. The building's mildly sentient. Too much magic in the soil for it not to be, really. So the cafe's alive? Not necessarily. Plenty of things have come to life here, but as far as we can tell, the building itself doesn't really fall into that category. Also, it mostly tends to shift itself in ways that are helpful instead of frustrating, so... quantum hallways. I'm making myself a cuppa. Australian vernacular for a cup of tea, an important cultural institution, especially when drunk in the afternoon. You want something? No, I'm good for now. Also, what's the barista's name? I didn't actually catch it and I feel like a jerk. Maddie. She's the owner now. Not just the barista. She makes the coffee, of course. But since she's the owner now, she has a lot more to juggle. Why are you asking? Got your eye on her, eh? No. I have a boyfriend. Had. Oh geez, this is a lot. I can't imagine how he's feeling. Trying to think about it. Okay. Yep. Okay. You want that drink now? I think I want something a little more potent than coffee right now, sorry. Don't enable him, Keyshawn. Shh. I can get you something stronger, mate. Would you like bourbon? A neat bourbon will always be the perfect mix of classy yet unpretentious. There is nothing classy about bourbon. That is a falsehood. It is not classy. It is the most unclassy of hard liquor, except maybe rum. Or is that too weak? I thought this was a cafe. Well, it is. Mostly. We do serve alcohol, though. And stronger things on request. Stronger? Like what? What's ergo-toe? I don't know what that is. Absinthe? Pure ethanol? I think a place like this wouldn't have anything stronger than that. Stronger than pure ethanol. Sure. Well, rat poison. Remind me later and I might pull out some of my special reserve. Don't enable him, Keyshawn. Hey, someone's got to drink it. I know you're not going to touch the stuff aside from setting it on fire. I have perfectly good reasons for wanting to set that puddle of distilled soul on fire. We agree to disagree on this one. So, Keyshawn, what'll it be? Actually, I changed my mind on the coffee. Can I order something complex? Gotta treat myself on my last day on Earth. I'm after a sugar rush. If we have the ingredients, it shouldn't be an issue. Maddie can whip it up for you. Cool. In that case, can I have a large quadruple shot, double vanilla caramel, no foam, super hot, reverse coconut milk macchiato? Oh my god. With 2 sugars and whipped cream on top. Maddie? Yes, dearest? Can you, I don't quite know how... Is this real? Oh, is it too much? I was gonna ask for a splash of bourbon in it, but that seemed a little extra. Well, yes, it is too much. It is a bad order, and I hate it. How bad? Worst one you've ever seen? No, I just hate it. Dang. Every single word of that increased my urge to set the espresso machine on fire so I wouldn't have to think about making coffee ever again. Maddie has all the classic symptoms of being a pyromaniac, but she's definitely not a pyromaniac. Except the bourbon bit. I put that in my coffee too. So, with all that in mind, I have a counter offer. Yeah? I'll make you another double shot long black, and I'll put bourbon in it. But I won't call you a hipster this time. If you decline my offer, I will strip your soul from your body and use it to scrub the counters at closing time. They will smell delicious afterwards. If that's any consolation. Yikes. That does sound like a competitive counter offer. Not the soul thing. I'll take the coffee. My generosity knows no bounds. Normie. So in conclusion, that order sucked because it's inordinately complex to make, has a heart attack worth of sugar in it, and is something that only impatient jerks ask for. Is it possible to die twice? Yep. You can die twice if you're brought back from the dead, or if you manage to really annoy someone between here and the next place, which is more likely because resurrection is illegal. Resurrection is reserved for emergencies, and the Council has very particular definitions about what constitutes an emergency. Many centuries passed without a single qualified emergency. But if you're asking whether you can get a heart attack or whatever, the answer is no. Life and death have a slightly different meaning here. Can't die from natural causes. It's a bit complex and weird, and we're still in the process of figuring out how it all works. I'm over 200 years old and I still haven't made a proper sense of it yet. Just got some vague ideas. Right. So what's keeping me from just staying here? Like, I'm already dead. Why do I have to go to the next place? You got a certain number of hours you're allowed to remain on the edge of the mortal realm. Hours are fungible. Fungible? They can be bought, sold, and exchanged. Generally speaking, the Council of Death always collects on the debts owed to them. And you'll start running up a debt if you stay here too long. Your soul starts to get itchy too. Is there any feeling less pleasant than an itch you can't scratch? Probably, but it's still up there. It really is. It's not something you want to experience. We've had a few stay past their allotted time, and they've gotten very uncomfortable very fast. It starts with general irritability, and then worse things begin to happen. It's a weird thing to wrap your head around. How long do I have before I need to make myself scarce? You got 24 hours. Any longer and we start to pick up the tab, since you're on our premises. The terminal is a place where borrowed time has very literal meaning. And as charming as you are, we've already racked up too much time debt from letting people stick around past their expiry date. And cash-wise, we're extremely poor. We've been a bit too lenient in the past, letting people stay just a bit longer instead of shooing them into the next plane of existence, etc. You know the drill. Yet hey, since ours are fungible, you can always acquire them some other way. There's something happening tonight actually that you might be interested in. Seriously? You're still doing that? Shh. You know the council doesn't look on that stuff favourably. Ned said so himself. It draws customers and helps us shave down the debt. I'll take whatever I can get. And hey, fuck Ned. You have a 13-year-old right here, you know. She's had enough coarse language for a lifetime. I'm not too worried about her. She's right though. I mean, she lives in Australia, of course she's heard lots of coarse language. What? Every time Ned comes around, he makes you guys really stressed out. Ash is that age where she's learned to recognize when other people are stressed, but not experienced enough to fully understand what it feels like. Maybe not you so much. But Maddie gets nervous and brings down the mood. Man, so fuck Ned. I think you've had too much coffee today, young lady. I'm crashing so hard right now, you have no idea. Like I was crashing earlier, but that was just a pre-crash, and I'm having a double crash or something. All I ask is that you try and keep the swearing to a minimum when the customers are around. Okay. Do Keyshawn count? That's fine. A couple of my housemates are tradies, so you learn to ignore it pretty quick. A great way to save money on rent and never get lonely, if you're not attached to the idea of personal space. Are tradies... Were tradies? They're still tradies unless they changed career in the last couple of days. They're not my roommates anymore, because... Hey mates, have I mentioned how much being dead sucks? Because it sucks and I feel extremely bad about it. I'm having a pretty bad time right now in general, to be honest. Yep, even just adapting your language is a pain, isn't it? Want a proper drink now? Without coffee in it? Yeah, that'd be good. The TV didn't say anything about there being a storm tonight. You never know when a Melbourne storm is going to catch you off guard and steal your rugby ball. Huh. Looks like a decent sized one's rolling in. Melbourne weather strikes again. I'll go upstairs and close the windows. Cheers. Come on, Ashley. Let's clean up your workbench while we're there, huh? You need a bribe? Yes. I have some chocolate hidden away. Acceptable. Ashley's the greatest. Wait, dead people can still get drunk, yeah? Why else do you think we serve alcohol? To make money? Well, yeah. Hang on. Do I even have my wallet? Doubt it. I don't, yeah. How does that work? Why do I have my clothes but not the contents of my pockets? A good place for things that don't have a place. Chewing gum, spare change, nervous hands. I don't know, dude. Everyone's experience is different. Death doesn't follow many rules. One only universal rule I can think of is that you can't stay. People don't generally come in without their clothes, fortunately. So about this drink, I guess you're gonna give me straight vodka or something? Why is that? You don't like making complex drinks? Haha, dude, no. I don't like making ridiculous caffeine-laced milkshakes for overcompensated soccer dads. I'm happy to mix a cocktail within reason. Oh, okay. What do you got then? Shay's got everything he can think of, and then some. I'd go for a mint julep. Hey, what's that outside? Frankenstein? Outside? Some guy out in the rain. Ah, shit. Maddie? Maddie, what's up? Let's get started on that drink. What's happening, Frankenstein? Why are you in the cafe? It's cracking. Morning. Hi? Hello, recently departed. Hey, that hat you're wearing kind of makes you look like Ned Kelly? I could have sworn you were standing outside literally a second ago. So how'd he die? Good morning to you too, Ned. It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon, Madeline. Piss off, Ned. That's not even my full name. Isn't it, Maddie? Shay said it was, and he never lies. He never said that. Well, no. But it was worth a try. A try at what? Catching me off balance? Some shit along those lines? Mate, I'm so off balance right now that a light breeze would knock me head over ass. Don't push me. Hey, this mint julep is great. I just want to contribute to that conversation. So you catch the game last night? The Australian Football League provides everyone with a chance to root for their favourite local team, except Tasmanians. Yes, I know that Carlton beat Collingwood again. I don't care. Oof, just making polite conversation. You should try sometime. Maybe. Not for you though. You've come in during daylight hours before. You've never come in during daylight hours before. What do you want? Nothing much. I'd like to talk to Shay at some point, but it can wait, seeing as he's missing. Planning on sending out a search party? Might do. Be ashamed to lose an old friend by letting him wander into some train tracks or something. Yeah, well, shut up. He's upstairs last I saw. What was the last you saw, Maddie? Tell me. Why are you like this? What was it? Last saw him walking upstairs. So he could be anywhere then. Probably fled the country. To dodge the massive time debt you lot are racking up. Some obligations have a way of following you no matter where you run to. He can't go far. I've got him on a pretty tight leash. And in regards to the debt, it's not your problem. You must not have heard. Not your problem. Shay, your dickhead friend Ned is here. Oi, I'm a distinguished gent, not a dickhead. I'll be down in a sec. Yeah, sure, but you also work for the Council of Death, so even if you are a distinguished gent, it cancels out. Is the Council of Death like a normal city council? Except for wherever dead people live? Yeah, but the only trash that needs to be collected right now is in front of me. This guy? Me? No, you. You're the trash, Ned. The trash is you. It's you. Ned, the trash man from hell. Because councils pick up trash. That's the joke. Oh, cool. He's even got a head shaped like a rubbish bin. It's totally fitting. I'm not from hell. I don't care. And to be clear, Ned, in case we weren't already, You are the trash. Yeah, I get it. You know how long Shay's gonna be? Dunno. He was busy upstairs with Ashley. Yeah, I had to hide like 5 steak knives from her. Didn't even know we had 5 steak knives. Bit quiet there, mate. How long you been sitting there? Does it matter? Well, your employee's been very rude to me. So if you'd heard any of that... I keep trying to tell him. My employee? Yes. We have some catching up to do. I don't follow. Did she quit? Maddie's not one to back away from a challenge, but if she did, she wouldn't be the first. Did you fire her for gross incompetence? Ha! Far from it. There's been a bit of a shake-up in the cafe's management structure since you last visited. Oh no, don't tell me you gave her the whole thing. Okay, I won't tell you. I tried to tell you before, man. Yeah, does anyone else like mint juleps? Because this is great and I'm nearly done. My tongue is numb and I'm wondering what the deal is with that. That's alcohol, man. Was there something you wanted to discuss? I need a drink before we go through all that. Sure. The usual? Yes, please. How come he gets a curly straw? So, Shay, spin me a tale of how and why you handed down the cafe to this person. Well, every man's got his price. Can my price be a curly straw too? Buddy, I'll give you 2 if it means you'll stop complaining about numb lips. What did you make this with? I couldn't find half the ingredients, so I put a bunch of ergotu and chili seeds. It's got some of the stuff though, so it's a mint julep in spirit, if nothing else. Does this have any mint or julep in it? At all? It definitely may be lacking mint. And I cannot confirm or deny the existence of the mythical julep. For some people this place seems otherworldly, for others it's just the world they live in. You asked for ergo2 earlier, so there you go. Mission complete. Maddie, I'm getting very drunk very fast. Ergo2 does that to you. Here, I think you should have a little lie down. I'll get you some water. I'm as strong as an ox. I don't need a lie down. Keisha, my dude, you absolutely need to get horizontal as soon as possible. You can sober up in the back of one of those, in one of the booths in the back. It's nice and quiet over there. I'll fight you. No, you won't. Up you get, mate. Bloody hell. It would have been helpful if you told me about this before. Probably. I'm not worried about it. Maddie knew what she was getting into with this whole cafe situation, and it's natural that it might take a while for her to get the hang of running a business. Bloody hell. Bit of a dog's dinner though, isn't it? Sometimes you have a kitchen mishap that results in food only fit for a dog's dinner. Some dogs resent the implication that they're deserving of lesser food, but most of them eagerly lap it up. Oh, for sure. But it'll get better. Like I said, not worried about it. Well, you might want to hold your judgment on that for a moment. I am unfortunately here on official business. Oh. I should have given you the straw then. No, you shouldn't have. I look quite silly. Want me to get rid of it? It's just Maddie. She won't use it to derail our conversation, or make me look like a fool or anything like that. Straw? No, I'll get you one after you have a nap. You can sip the water like a normal person. I'll put it with the dirty dishes then. It's an awesome straw though. The sacrifices I make for this job. Hey, you met me through it, so I can't be all bad. That was bloody 100 years ago. Man, really? Longer? Time flies when you're immortal, huh? Quasi-immortal. This old rust bucket's still got an expiry date somewhere down the line. Time comes for us all. What's this about immortality? Hey, you should buy more plants. Shut up! Sorry, continue. Immortality? Nothing that I'd trust you with, that's for sure. Oh, you don't want to see crotchety old me being rude to youngsters in 100 years? Truly, I do not. The far future doesn't need amateur necromancers. Amateur can describe someone who's not good enough to turn pro, but it can also mean someone who patiently engages in something just for the pure love of it. Your loss. So, you two heading upstairs? Actually, Ned does in fact have something fairly important to discuss with you. Oh? It's about the debt you owe. To the council. Yeah, I know. What about it? Maddie, it's time. You owe us over 600 hours. Shay signed a contract. The hours or the cafe? You own the cafe, so you own the debt. And tonight, I've come to collect.
And now has come the day, there's nothing left to give. I waited here so long, I listened for your song, and fell right through what you said. There's nothing left to give. Nothing left to give. There's nothing left to give.
These guys again. That was kind of intense. Do they do that often? The song and dance thing? Yeah, what do they think they are? Some sort of anime street gang? What sort of self-obsessed jerk has their own theme song? Don't be a downer, pal. No, I was talking about the dramatic encounter. Oh, between Maddie and Ned. Yes. Yeah, they've got chemistry. Not the romantic kind, the explosive kind. Can't leave them in the same room together or they'll kill each other. Bad history? Maddie's just a serially troublesome person, from Ned's perspective. Doesn't help that she can't stop herself from pulling pranks on him. No, I suppose not. I mean, he doesn't make it easy either. I don't think he's used to having his authority questioned. She really gets under his skin. Wasn't he a famous criminal? And therein lies the irony of the situation. What a strange world we live in. Indeed. Are we going to get some words to pick again? Yes, we are. So we're going to wrap this one up here. I think this is always, because this is about half an hour again. This seems like the perfect time to wrap it up. We're going to pick ourselves some more words in the next one. Looks like we can just pick whatever we want. Till then, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for checking it out, and I'll see you in the next episode.